Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to one of your requests. This one comes to us from user Tita Augustina. So thank you so much. This is, I thought it was VVUP, but I looked closer and it's actually pronounced VVUP with Doom Chit. Yeah, I don't know really anything about this song other than I did do a little bit of homework. Couple of things here. This song is a pre-release. This is from March. They debuted in April of this year. So at the time of this request, I believe this was requested back when this was pretty much first announced, because I'm really far behind on requests. Also, I know that this video is going to have 4 members, but there's one of the 4 members, I think her name was Hyuni. She was the oldest and she was the leader. She left the group as of the end of August. So they're now a 3-member group. I don't know if they're actually going to continue, since I don't know anything about them. But I shouldn't say I don't know anything about them, because I'm obviously, like I said, I did a little bit of homework. I'm obviously versed enough to know this. Also, very similar to how Meow, the new girl group under the Black label, how they've stylized their name with the MEOVV, but the VV is actually a W. That's what we have here. The 2 V's are supposed to be a W, and I looked up what the heck the name is supposed to mean, and apparently it's the W for the first letter in the word win, and then up. So basically, we're going to keep going up type of thing. It's a bit of a stretch, but all right. You know, every group name has a meaning when they first make it. So glad I at least know a little bit about theirs. So also, one more quick thing before we jump into the reaction. If you're seeing this when it's first coming out, just know that I'm not actively making the video and putting it up right now. I actually filmed this a couple of weeks ago, and you're seeing it while I am out of the country on vacation. So I will respond to comments as I can, maybe like from the hotel room at night or something like that. But I wanted you guys to have some content while I'm gone, so that it's not just radio silence for 3 weeks. So yeah, it did give me a chance to finally at least catch up a bit on the request queue, though, so that's cool. So anyway, let's go check out VVUP with Doom Chit. It says we have English subtitles. Okay. All right, we got to go get ready. Okay. Very interesting instrumental here to open up. I like it. Ooh, I like her voice. There's the Going Higher reference. Interesting groove to the chorus. It's not where I expected that to go. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I love her voice. That one who I keep saying I love her voice has almost like a rosé quality to her voice. Alright, just take it off like, yeah, this is me, Superwoman. It's such an interesting groove to this chorus after coming out of those high energy verses. Okay. Okay, so, I don't really like the chorus, but I do like the interesting experimentation with how we switch up the groove completely. Um, the only reason I say I don't like the chorus though is because it doesn't say anything, and it's not the type of chorus where okay. There's a few different types of choruses that you can put in. There's the type of chorus where it says nothing, but it's catchy. There's the type of chorus where it really delivers the entire meaning of the song. And there's the type of chorus where it says nothing and it's not catchy. And that's what we have with this chorus. The verses are very well done. And again, I love the groove switch up into the chorus. It just doesn't say anything. Unless, hear me out, unless Doom Chit means something. The way I'm taking Doom Chit is as like an onomatopoeia for, a word that basically mimics the sound, like whoosh or bang, that kind of thing. And in this case, Doom Chit, I can't tell if it's kind of like but-umts here in the West, where although normally we would use that for comedic effect, and this isn't for comedy, but like hitting the drum and then the cymbal. I don't know if that's what this is, or yeah, I'm not quite sure. I did try to look it up in case the words translated into something else, but they don't. At least not through Google. So if this, for example, is like Korean slang, definitely let me know in the comments and let me know what it's supposed to actually mean, like in spirit. But yeah, really enjoyed the verses though. The message of the song, especially when you know it's a pre-release, is basically talking about their arrival and how they're gonna, go for it. We're gonna go back, watch it again, kind of go into the lyrics a bit. I don't know that I recall seeing any details in the video that need to be examined, but we'll see. So yeah, let's listen to it again and see if my opinion changes, if my interpretation changes, whatever. Alright, so they're all getting their outfits ready. They're rushing off to the dressing room, I guess. You can tell it's a pre-release type of group. Very, very underfunded type of group because it looks like their dressing room is going through a back alleyway. um, unless they're just stealing the clothes. There's like, we're out of here, guys. Alright, so this opening, It's My World, you could think of it as the cockiness, like, I already own this world. Or you could think of it as a statement of possibilities, like the world is my oyster type of thing. Like the world is mine to explore. Nice choreo here to begin. Alright, we don't care about haters. Put myself out there, so it doesn't matter if they think we're going to succeed or not. We're going to put ourselves out there. We're going to go for it. Like it. I'm like LEDs, a little type of lights that burn. Well, I shouldn't say burn, but they last longer and they, well, I'm just going to say burn for now, but they shine. There we go. They shine brighter than your standard like fluorescent bulbs. So I'm like LED, like I'm going to shine bright. I'm a rebel in the eyes of the world, which is a cool line. Basically, again, the world doesn't think that I should succeed or that I'm doing things in a way that they don't think I should. But it doesn't matter because, again, we don't care what they say. And the next line is a very Eastern Asian concept. We don't, when the next line is going to say, but I'm still a good daughter to my mother or something like that. And we'll see the exact line here in just a second. But in America and the West in general, we do think about being good children to our parents, but we never describe ourselves that way. Like I wouldn't ever lead off a conversation or even work it into conversation that like, oh yes, I'm a good son to my mother, or I'm a terrible son to my mother. Like I wouldn't have that in a conversation. Like, if someone asked me, do you think you're a good son? Like, okay, then I would answer. But they, in East Asia, Korea, China, Japan, all of those countries that I'm aware of at least, so forgive my cultural ignorance if this is different in some countries, but over there, they take pride in being good children and being part of that family unit and being a type of child that their parent can be proud of. So, yeah. Anyway, so she basically says, like, the world may think this of me, but in reality, I'm still myself, and I'm still something that I and my parents can be proud of. Yeah. Do you think you know me? And then this goes back to the It's My World opening line. I have the galaxy in the palm of my hand. So again, you could take that as the cocky swagger of, you know, I own this. I run this. I like everything you see is mine. That's the thing about like the Lion King, like everything the light touches is your kingdom. Or you could take it as the world of possibilities. Like the galaxy is mine. You know, I just have to, I can go anywhere and be anything here. Going higher and higher, that's a call out to their name. I'm breaking boundaries, which goes back to why society essentially thinks they're rebels. Now, I don't know if this is coming from a place of cockiness or if there's actually something unique about this group that they would say that about themselves. But all right, they're breaking boundaries. I'm that new age young blood, basically two ways of saying the same thing. Like I'm what's new, I'm what's fresh. In the West, we might call it like fresh meat, like if you're a freshman in school or something like that. But yeah, you're brand new to the scene. All right. Okay, so now they kind of explain, whereas before those statements of like the galaxy in the palm of my hand, you know, the world is mine kind of thing, whereas before you might have wondered, is this a possibility statement or a statement of fact from that self-assuredness? They're kind of clearing it up here. I'm the center of the universe. So, and why not? Why can't I be? Like, I'm the center of my universe. Why not? So they're clarifying it's not that it's possible, it's that it already is. They already do own this. I'm the center of the universe. I own the galaxy, kind of thing. Still a young blood with unlimited dreams. Yep. Say goodbye to the past. It's all dust in the wind. All right. So, whatever you thought you knew before, it's about me now. Right? Like, I'm what's new. I'm what's hot. All of that, it's just blown away. My heart beats like bump bump, like a drum bump bump bump. So this is another reason why I was wondering if the Doom Chit was like hitting the drum and then the cymbal, like Doom Chit. It's honestly the best explanation I have, unless Doom Chit is actually like slang or means something. Because otherwise, I think the entire chorus is just supposed to mimic their heartbeat. Yeah. I like the choreo here, though. Even though I said the chorus doesn't say anything, the choreo is nice, little laid-back groove to it that matches the instrument. That car is not even moving. Well, I accidentally found out how to rewind the video. Anyway, yeah, this car is totally not moving. This is just, they're in a car and a green screen behind them just moved. But what I was trying to pause and accidentally hit rewind. Okay, I was looking at this as a nerd. I was looking to see if this was the original Game Boy. It's the Game Boy Advance SP. And this one is the Game Boy Color. So not quite the OG Game Boys, but still, early stuff. But who are these girls? Specifically, who is this one? The dark-skinned girl. Because I imagine that this girl could possibly be one of the members. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just someone famous they ran into, or someone that they know. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm curious why these pictures were meaningful enough to include in the video. But anyway, hold on tight. I'm strong-minded, like heavy mental. Okay, I see what you did there. Little play on words with, like, heavy metal. Where, you would think of metal being strong as, like, a defense. But being strong-minded, having the heavy mental, so you get the mind game. I'm not all about money, which is actually, that's a refreshing line. Because in all of these, self-introduction songs and these talk your shit type of songs, a lot of them are about, like, I have all of this. I've got the cars, I got the money, I got the girls or the guys, whatever it takes. But they're saying, I'm not all about money. Like, I'm gonna get it, but I'm not all about that. I'm here to grab your attention. All right, I see you. So showing off your charm here and there as if the reins are loose. So think of like having a horse. And if you're keeping a tight rein, it's like keeping a tight leash on where the horse could go. And being very strictly guided. But if you loosen the reins, the horse is more free to roam. And so they're saying, like, I have some freedom to show you who I am, and I'm showing you my charms, so all eyes on me. I'm wild, like maybe even like an unbroken horse, spilling charisma everywhere I go. Like, just charisma just drips out of me because I've got so much. It's automatic. Every day I was made for this. So they're, again, they're hyping themselves up. Like and in a way, they're being their own hype girls. Like, yeah, I was made for this. This is my time to shine. Like they don't need someone else telling them that. Not only are they telling you that, but they're telling themselves that. This girl right here, her face even kind of like in a slight way resembles a really young Rose. And if you don't know who Rose is, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can tell you she's from Blackpink, obviously, but like you're clearly not a K-pop listener if you don't know who she is. But there's just something about her appearance and her vocal quality remind me of Rose. I'm not saying she's on Rose's level. I'm not trying to compare them. So if there's any Blinks watching this, don't come for me. I'm not trying to say any of that. I'm just saying she has qualities that remind me of Rose. And Rose is one of my favorite vocalists, by the way. And she's showing why she's a rebel already, because, typically speaking, a girl wouldn't be accepted to, like, rip her shirt open. Now, obviously, she's not ripping her shirt, it's her jacket. But because it's so suggestive, I imagine it's frowned upon in general there. Party time. It is them hitting a drum and then a cymbal. Okay, the only reason I'm assured of that now is because I just caught a glimpse of this choreo here at the most recent one. Watch this part. And of course it cuts away, but okay. Okay, so the bridge, the only shining star is I'm the one and only. So basically, I'm the shining star here. So just another way of accentuating their brightness, how much they're shining. Like it's all about them. There's no means to an end. So a never-ending story. So basically, this isn't a way to get to a specific destination. It's just the beginning of a journey that they're saying it's never-ending, like they're gonna keep going. But in reality, it's expressing a fervent desire or a wish or a dream for it to be something that becomes a big career. So, and then here, I tell myself every day, don't worry, because even though they have this self-assuredness, there's always days where maybe, just maybe, there's a chink in your armor. Maybe your mentality slips a little bit and you're just not quite sure. But there's this idea of fake it till you make it. And the idea of that, if you've never heard the phrase, is basically, even if you're not good at something or have no idea what you're doing, act as if you do. And as you get experience doing it, you will actually become good at the thing that you're doing. So like when I used to coach high school football, I was an assistant coach, and the head coach would tell some of the guys who, they weren't good at, certain things. They'd be like, all right, guys, we got to fake it till we make it. For example, one day some players showed up and they were really tired. and it was right before game time. And the coach was like, hey, we need you guys. So you might not actually be wide awake and ready mentally to play this game, but you got to fake it till you make it. You get out there and you go through the motions until you get invested in the game. Now, normally you wouldn't put players in who aren't ready, but we didn't have a whole lot of talent at that school, so we didn't really have a choice. But the point is, it's that same type of thing. You can fake it till you make it. You can hype yourself up to kind of overcome that self-doubt as it starts to creep in. Love you guys for talking to the fans, talking to the group. And I've seen it a lot recently. I don't know why that move with the like holding your ponytail up is such a common choreo move for the girls now. Like, is it supposed to be a sexy thing? I'm not sure. I know some girls, like, for example, my bias from Kepler, Eugen, she makes it look really good when she does it in the performance for Problem. But I don't know if it's designed to be something sexy or if it's just like, hey, look at me, I'm accentuating myself. I don't really know. So if you work in choreography or just have more understanding of it than I do, let me know in the comments, what is that move supposed to elicit? Like, what kind of response are you supposed to have to that? Like, do they do it to get oohs and ahs, or do they do it to kind of like here I am? Like, I don't really know. But all right, guys, that was the reaction for VVUP with Doom Chit. So enjoyed the song. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the chorus because it just doesn't say anything. I like everything else about the chorus: the groove shift, the choreo, the instrumentation. It's just I want the lyrics to actually say something, even if they don't say something meaningful. I want them to say something that I can latch onto, even if it's like an earworm thing that makes it just catchy and makes me remember the song. For me, I don't think this does that. I can see how it might do that for some, but it doesn't work for me. But the verses were great. So I'll be interested to see if this group continues now that their leader is gone. We'll be curious to see who takes over the leadership role if they do. I know they're all young. There was because I looked them up, and there was an 06, two 06 liners, and a 07. And then the 05 liner was the leader who left. So I think two of them are 18 and one of them is 17. So pretty young for any of them to be a leader of the group, but stranger things have happened. But anyway, shout out to the Patreons. They'll be right up here. Thank you guys for your support. If you're not familiar, there's a Patreon with free content as well as subscriber-based content. Subs get access to things that I can't put here on the YouTube channel, and they get guaranteed prioritized requests sent to the top of the queue every month. There is a link to the request queue in the description below. Feel free to check it out. And if you want to get to the top of that list, but you don't want to do Patreon, for example, if you have a request that you don't want to wait, 8 months for, like Tita Augustina has done, you can use the PayPal link to sponsor a request that way. So those are the Patreon and PayPal are the most assured, quickest ways to get a request done. Otherwise, it's going to take a really long time for me to get there. There's some people that are already waiting over a year for theirs, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks for checking this one out. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, guys.